They were able to understand each other on a deeper level. And really, it was just a stroke of, I don't want to say luck, but yeah, part of it was luck that they just happened to hit it off. But yeah, most of the time it does not happen that way.
Were they similar in age?
Yes.
Is there a cutoff for like age gaps?
No.
So you will like match a 20-year-old with a 60-year-old? Not that big, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, actually that has happened. Did you say 60s? 60-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened.
Really?
Yeah.
At their request, or you just happen to find two and you're like, hey.
I have had elder, oh God. I didn't mean to say elder, but older clients who were just attracted to younger people. And, they were able to make it work. And
so, but did they have to put in their chart, like the girls, did they have to say, I want a man that goes up to 60 years in age if they were 20 or whatever? Like did they have to put that for you to match her with him?
Yes, they have to. They have to meet when it comes to their criteria.
Really?
Yeah, but also
so kids, no kids, like that's all in there before you match them.
That's all in there, but there are deal breakers too. So it's not like if, say, for example, a client says, I can't date someone with kids, then I will absolutely, honor that. But it's a preference usually. I'll be like, hey, okay, I went to the database. I, went with your original criteria, but I'm finding more people who I think you will have the most connection with who have kids. Can we discuss maybe opening up some of those guidelines? And sometimes they're like, you know what? Yeah, like let's just see. And sometimes the answer is no. And to that, the response is, okay, it'll take more time. So as long as you're okay with that, that's how you handle it.
Wow. That's amazing. You actually go through a database and you're looking at all these things and you're seeing who can match.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart.
I will say it was the company that I was working for. They did a very good job because not all matchmakers are created equal. Do you know? I've worked with matchmakers.
That database?
Oh, good question. I believe it was above 300,000, just above 300,000 in the U.S.
And you're matching people outside of the same city?
Across the U.S. I would have clients in LA. I'd have clients in New York. I'd have clients in Detroit, wherever.
And 300,000 people are in this system?
In the system, yes.
Wow.
It's a lot.
And do you say you're in Atlanta and you see, a man in Atlanta who matches with a woman in LA, do you match them? Would you put them together?
Well, it depends. It depends on what they paid for, because there are different tiers. So, for example, I think the most basic package at the time was, within however many miles, which is essentially the same state. But if you paid, say, the second tier, that would be open to the entire nation. And occasionally there would be, but that would be more for VIP clients where you can go Italy or wherever across the globe. So it just depends.
Wow.
But yeah, and also if you're willing to hop on that plane, a lot of people, I'll hop on a plane for love. I don't care. But
me too. I totally would.
But yeah, if you're willing to do it, then absolutely.
Okay. So can you tell me, if someone was interested in getting a matchmaker and doing that process, what are some of the mistakes that people make when going to a matchmaker?
Such a loaded question.
We want the tea on this show.
Oh my goodness. I think the biggest mistake is thinking that it's not about you, is finding or approaching it like, okay, like it's Build-A-Bear.
What does this mean, 𝐥𝐤𝐬? What does this mean?
My soulmate is going to be 6'5" and Puerto Rican and Native American and has a 6-figure job and works in entertainment, and all of these checklists, essentially putting the focus, and let's face it, control on another person, when the entire journey, because it is a journey, because it is a process, I can't make miracles happen and hand you your soulmate off the bat. Well, that one couple aside. But that's just it. It's a process, and it's entirely about you. So even if you meet, through me, your dream person, it's about realizing, oh, wait, this is what I like about them. This is what I don't like. This is what I need from a partner. This is what I don't need from a partner. And here's why. And seeing that shift take place in my clients is the most fulfilling thing in the world, because it's like, oh, wait, it was about me the whole time. Oh, I put myself out there. Oh, like, I'm stronger than I thought I was. Oh, I actually am okay. Like, I've had me the whole time. Like, things like that. It's wonderful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love the world of matchmaking. Like, this is interesting stuff.
Yes, matchmaking can be a beautiful, magical process. And I firmly believe in it. Not everyone is meant for it or should do it, but I truly, truly, truly respect the world of matchmaking, for sure.
So, 𝐤𝐤, who is harder or more challenging to look for in a mate? Men or women?
It's equal.
Really?
Yeah, I really can't.
So what are some of the, I mean, you mentioned 6'5", Puerto Rican, Native American, 6-figure job. So I know I know a lot of women that look for that, a lot of What are like some things that men look for, that they come to you and be like, I want a woman like this? Like, what are they saying? We want to know. What are they saying?
Man, it's like, first of all, I hated when I would get clients who were basically looking for a supermodel or a Gigi Hadid and would, and nothing else. Give me nothing else. Okay, I get it. You want someone who you find attractive, but Like, don't you want to have a conversation? Don't you want to laugh? Don't you want to enjoy the... So things like that really, really irk me. But honestly, when it goes back to thinking about it in terms of gender, it really, honestly, comes more down to race.
Really?
When it comes to difficulty that I've observed.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means that I had a harder time matching clients of color than white clients.
Why is that?
Which isn't, necessarily something, it isn't necessarily something that is shocking to me, but I guess to be up close and see how things can be more difficult for people of color in the dating world, especially if you're queer, especially if you're neurodivergent, especially if you have a disability, it's very difficult. For example, my Black women clients, I was most protective of, and they had the hardest time. And it's because you're navigating all the assumptions about Black women. You're navigating judgment when it comes to wardrobe, when it comes to body image or presentation, when it comes to over-sexualization, fetishization. There's so much that you just have to weed through. And if you're a Black woman and you feel like, you feel like you're crazy in the dating world, you're not crazy. You're just not. I promise you, you're not, because you just have so much to deal with. And I wish I didn't have to say that, but whether you're gay, whether you're straight, it's just harder, or at least that's been my experience as a matchmaker. I was talking to another matchmaker friend. She's Afro-Latina. And, you know, she's been in the game way longer than I have, like 7 years plus. And she was telling me, I have never had a white woman client be rejected. And I thought, what? I said, what? Are you serious? She said, yeah. Yeah. And I believed her. That wasn't my experience. I've had clients who were white women who have been rejected, but I 100% believe that that was true for her. Because there's just so much privilege there for white people, not only in every other aspect of America, but just in dating too. It's wild. It's wild.
That is, I mean, I understand, because like as soon as you said, if you're a Black woman, you feel crazy dating, don't. It's not you. Literally, I feel crazy dating sometimes. Like, and you're right about the assumptions. You're right about the misconceptions. I'm like explaining away things that I thought was normal, common knowledge things. And I'm just like, what is in people's heads? Are they just like watching like a certain part of the internet or a certain part of TV and then just assuming that every Black woman's like this or every Black woman's like that? I'm just like, huh? That's wild. Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's so insightful, 𝐤𝐤𝐬, and thank you for sharing that and being vulnerable with us, because I needed to hear that as well. Like literally. And like, I guess, okay, also too, are you matching people interracially? Okay, so it's like with everybody together pretty much.
Well, it depends on the client's preferences.
So they put that in the chart too, like
yes.
Interracial, not interracial, and then you put them together in a pool. They're in different pools pretty much.
Yes, if they don't volunteer the information, I have to ask.
Oh, okay.
I have to ask, especially when it comes to, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I certainly don't want to waste, you know, matches of colors time, because they show up on the day and, you know, no one wants to feel that, you know, see their day come and then their face immediately falls, you know, just because of this one thing that could have been avoided. Are
these blind dates, or are they seeing a picture beforehand?
Blind dates.
I'm sorry,
blind.
what?
Yeah.
You're showing up to a man on a date and you've never seen his face, not even in a picture.
Blind dates, honey.
If it's meant to be, then it'll be a love song.